Hi everyone! Getting disqualified from renting an apartment is a terrible experience. Not only do you miss out on your dream place, but you often lose your application fees too. That's why it's crucial to know what can disqualify you as a tenant. In today's video, we're diving into everything you need to know to avoid this nightmare. Whether you're trying to understand why your rental application was denied or you want to prepare in advance, we've got you covered. Let's jump in and make sure you secure that perfect apartment. There are many requirements and qualifications a tenant must meet to avoid being denied, so let's take some time to review each thing that might disqualify you. Bad credit or poor credit. Credit scores play a crucial role not only in renting but also in securing loans, cars, and even jobs. When you apply for a rental home, landlords check your credit score, which ranges from 300 to 850. A higher score suggests good financial management and timely bill payments, indicating you might be a responsible tenant. While a lower score doesn't automatically disqualify you, landlords will investigate the reasons behind it. Generally, a score of around 620 or higher is preferred by most landlords. Criminal background. A criminal record can affect not just a property and its owner, but the entire community, which is why criminal background checks are common in rental applications. However, the approach to criminal history has evolved. Previously, even minor charges or non-guilty verdicts could prevent someone from renting, which was seen as unfair. To address this, the Fair Criminal Screening for Housing Act was enacted, restricting how and when landlords can inquire about an applicant's criminal history. Landlords who don't comply with these regulations may face significant financial penalties. So, for what crimes can landlords deny a rental applicant? These include malicious activity, violent crimes, fraud, sexual crimes, and drug activity. Insufficient or unverifiable income. Landlords require proof of income to ensure tenants can reliably pay rent. This proof can include bank statements, pay stubs, tax returns, or a letter from an employer. Generally, tenants should earn at least 3 times the monthly rent in gross income to cover rent and other expenses. Consistent income helps prevent late payments or non-payment, which can lead to serious issues including legal actions and eviction, something both landlords and tenants want to avoid. Bad references. Having a bad reference can disqualify a tenant like you from renting a property for several reasons. Trustworthiness. Landlords tend to rely on personal references to assess a tenant's trustworthiness. A bad tenant reference might indicate that the tenant either has a history of not paying rent on time, damaging property, or causing disturbances. Risk management. If a previous landlord or employer provides a negative reference, it could mean that the tenant carries a risk of defaulting on rent payments or causing property damage. Legal and financial liability. Landlords have legal and financial responsibilities to their property and other tenants. If they allow a tenant with a history of problematic behavior, it could actually increase their liability. Property protection. Owners want to protect their property from damage. Personal references may provide information about whether a tenant has a history of neglecting property maintenance or causing damage, which could be costly for the landlord to repair. However, as a tenant, it's important to know your rights. In the 2010 Equality Act, Part 4 states landlords can't reject an applicant solely because of things like disability, gender, race, sexual orientation, or religion. They have to treat everyone equally and fairly. To avoid using references that could harm more than help you, choose good personal references such as neighbors, coaches, friends or their parents, mentors, family friends, teachers, close colleagues, or current or previous employers. Past evictions. Landlords see past evictions as a red flag because they indicate potential risks. After all, they want to make sure that their tenants will pay rent on time, will take care of the rental property, and will comply with the terms of the agreement. There are several reasons a tenant might be evicted from their previous rental property. However, the specific cause can vary depending on local laws and rental agreements. But here are some of the main reasons. Not paying rent, major lease violation, expiration of lease, damage to the property, illegal activities, or health and safety violations. Pets. Not all rentals accept pets, and those that do might have restrictions or additional fees. If your pet isn't allowed, you can't rent there. Avoid lying on your application, as having an unauthorized pet can lead to serious consequences, including eviction. Always check pet policies before applying to save time and money. However, service animals that assist with disabilities are not subject to these restrictions. Inform your landlord and provide the necessary documentation, as they cannot charge extra fees or deny your application based on having a service animal. Outstanding debt. Landlords want tenants with a history of responsible financial behavior. If a tenant has significant outstanding debt, it indicates potential difficulty in meeting rental payments. This increases the risk of missed or late payments, as tenants burdened with debt might prioritize other creditors over rent. While debt alone doesn't disqualify an applicant, a large amount of debt or a history of late payments can be a significant obstacle. As a tenant, being aware of the possible reasons we mentioned above can save you from losing out on application fees or being disqualified from renting an apartment. If you've already been disqualified, taking time to assess your circumstances and communicate with your landlord may be the best option to determining the next steps. It's vital for both landlords and tenants to be aware of applicable laws regarding rental screening. If you're a landlord, screening potential tenants is of great importance to your business, both in avoiding costly liability and ensuring quality occupants. If you need help finding the ideal tenant for your rental, Bay Property Management Group is here to help. Check us out online via the link in description or give us a call. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. We will see you in the next video.